Hello everybody, welcome back to the English class. I'm here today again. My name is Fernanda Garcia and I'm going to be your English teacher during this video too. So we are going to have a very interactive video today, but we are going to review the content that we have seen during these few weeks. So we are going to have first the main topic we are going to see today, that is problems at school. In this case, remember that the unit is focusing on problems generally, okay? Last class we were learning about problems in the society, talking about pollution, okay? So in this case, we are going to focus on the school. We have many problems, as we saw also in the last unit, but today we are going to have a specific activity and a specific topic. So pay attention, okay? You can take notes during the video. So let's start with this activity, okay? I have a picture here that maybe you recognize it. And we are going to do something really interactive. You are going to touch the screen. It doesn't matter if it is in the cell phone, in the tablet, in the computer. You can practice with me with your finger, okay? For example, we are going to select the parts of a text. Yes, as you remember, in the first part of this unit, we saw the elements that a text must have, and we are going to here to practice again. Yes, so I'm going to show you. Let's pay attention in the first one. For example, I have here contents, okay? So as you know, a content is this list of chapters, articles, or parts that are in the book, okay? According to what you know what a content is, you are going to check in this picture, and with your finger you are going to do this, okay? And I'm going to be coloring with you. So what do you think is the chapter? Select it. Participate with me. Choose it in the screen. Yes, a content is this. For example, okay, in general, we have here this content. Yes, those titles are the content on this, in this case, of the book that maybe is going to talk about cats, general, okay? So this is the list of topics that this book includes. So let's go to the next concept, that is index. The index is the alphabetical list which shows the page where the subject or topic is. So we have here the contents. Now let's do the same with the finger. Yes, touch the screen with the finger and select or choose what the index is. Let's do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Do it with me. Yay! This is the index, and actually this is like part of the index, because actually the contents is part, a very important part of the index too. So all this is the index, okay? Because it's the list, the main list, and in the list that is the index contains the contents, okay? So let's go to the next word or the next concept, that is sections. Can you find a section here? A sections, remember, is, or they are the categories where something is divided into. For example, in the newspaper we can have the sections of sports, entertainment, movies, news. Okay, can you find a section here? No, let's go to the next page, because the section is in this next picture. For example, let's do the same. In here we actually have the section. So let's choose it in color green. Help me please. Let me highlight it for you, and you are going to highlight it with me, okay? Use your finger. Yes, in here the section is dogs, okay? That maybe you can find it actually in the newspaper or in a magazine that is talking about animals, okay? So in here the section is this topic that is dogs, okay? So we have more elements that are the following. Heading. Heading includes or is the words written or printed at the top of a text. So it's really easy, I guess, to know or identify the heading, but let's do it together. Highlight it with your finger again, the heading. And you can read it with me. Breed of dogs, okay? So this is the heading. Remember that is the title, okay, of the text. We have also subheading. Let's highlight again, or in this case, the subheading. That is really, really easy. Highlight it with me. Yes, in color purple. It says, a subheading is a word, phrase, or sentence that introduces the part or a part of the text, okay? Actually, it can be also a question, yes? So it's important to remember this. And finally, we don't have example here, but maybe you can think on one, that is fact boxes. The fact boxes, remember that you have the text. I'm going to show you an example later, but think about, like, we have the text in the magazines, in the articles, and suddenly we have little squares in the corners. It can be down, or it can be up, and they are containing graphs, lists, or details with relevant information. Like, you are talking in the text about something, and these fact boxes are showing extra information, okay? So let's go to the next activity now that we review the content, okay? So we remember that we analyzed last class pollution in our schools, and you actually answer different questions. What is pollution? What does air pollution include? In this case, we have the other question, that is, how does air pollution affect schools and what can we do? And we actually had a text with information that I explained you, and you wrote the answers in your notebook or in a paper, okay? So we are going to use this information for the next activity. Yes, it's the final activity for this unit, and I think that if you pay attention enough, you are going to do it correctly without problem. So let's focus on the elements that we already analyzed. We saw the heading, okay? Let me make some colors here. We analyze the heading, okay? That is like the title. And then we have subheading, okay? We saw also the questions and information. And in here, remember that the text has a body. Yes, you have introduction, body, and conclusion. And the questions and the information, I mean the answers that you got in the last activity, that is this one, okay, the answer, the questions, you are going to write them here. It says question and information. You write one question and then one answer. Then we have again question and information, the second question and the answer. And you can add the other two, or just three, or just two questions for your text. The other elements we have here is the one that I was explaining you, the fact box. Remember that the fact box includes extra information. So if you find a question that is interesting to add, instead of a question just to add it in a fact box, you can add it, okay? And finally, our favorite part, that is the illustration. Okay, we have images, we have pictures like this, okay? Just to support, remember, the idea or what we are reading in the topic. So you are going to have this activity with, remember, the last questions from the last activity about pollution in the school. And I'm going to show you finally, just to finish this video, I'm going to show you an example of a text that I made here in the computer. And actually, I was talking about a problem in the school, that is bullying, okay? Bullying, what to do against bullying, what can I do? I have a question here, I have many answers, okay, options. I have the other question, I have the other answer. And remember, you can add 3, 4, the questions you want. But if you want to make your text really fast reading and brief, you can make 2 questions like me, okay? Just to cut or just to have the main information about the topic. And this is in color orange. We have 2 million students are victims of bullying each year. So for me, it was a really important information I wanted to include in the text, but I'm going to add it in the fact box. And finally, I have the illustration here. So I have all the elements and my text is done. So you can take it as an example for your activity you have to do. That is this one, okay? So you can make a draft and ask to the teacher, like, teacher, is this okay? And finally, you present the final product. I don't know if your teacher is going to make it like this, but you can do it if you want to practice extra information or extra activities, okay? So kids, that's it for now, and we continue in the next video and in the next unit. Good luck with your quiz and everything you have to do for this unit. Bye!